Jay, and this is CTPtvorg. Thanks for making it here this evening. This is our Ash Wednesday brief. I'm glad you made it with you. While there are faith practitioners, I'm still somebody very much practicing at my faith. All right. How are we this evening? Good? Good. All right, this is our Ash Wednesday brief. Thank you for taking the time to make it in. You may say, Jay, what's a brief? Well, here at CTPtvorg, we're going to bring you a lot of different formats. Some in real life or IRL streaming, some a little bit longer episodes. This is our brief. And because it's a brief, I'm capped. The show producers have me at a fixed time. So tech producer, if you could put some time on the clock for me here. All right, great. So if I go over our 10 to 12 minutes, right, then I have to do a remittance. And I know they're smiling because I think they have something dastardly planned for me this evening. But anyways, as mentioned, this is our Ash Wednesday show. And I wanted to kind of go over what things about Ash Wednesday make me excited. And talk about Ash Wednesday. We'll hope we can kind of keep it on the lighter side. I will say what I enjoy most about Ash Wednesday is that it's a very family feel, that it is a very community-centric feel. So one of the things that I learned this evening, kind of a surprise to me, I guess I knew, but I had forgotten. But during Mass, Father mentioned that it was not a holy day of obligation. Show producer, did you know that?
No, I always forget until it rolls around again that they mentioned that. I'm like, oh, it's
not but I think that's what makes it so unique. You know, I love our Mass, and we go to traditional, we go to Latin Mass, we attend a lot of our different Masses, and I enjoy that. It has not changed in thousands of years, and that's what makes it so solemn. That's what makes it so exciting. But what I think I love about the Ash Wednesday is maybe that kind of that pressure's off, that it is not a holy day of obligation, yet when you go to church, the pews are pretty stuffed, no matter which day or which time of day you go. I guess I love Ash Wednesday until I leave the parking lot, right? That's when it gets a little rough. Okay, come on. We just had a lovely time together. We bonded over ashes. Let people, like a zipper. That's how we should let people out. Okay. All right. Anyways, I enjoy taking my friends, and it feels very accessible to them because it is so open, inviting. They know that they get to participate in a very sacred ritual with us, which is the donning or anointing of ashes. I really enjoy that. My friends love getting ashes, and we go back to work, and we're at the day job, and we'll be talking about it for months later even. And so I can remember it was December, and a couple of them had already asked, hey, are you driving to get the ashes again? They might not know the terminology properly, but they do remember it, and they are excited to go there. So on the intro, I wasn't showing you my ashes, but I wasn't not showing you ashes. Producer, if you could show. So one of the things that I got to be mindful of in getting my ashes is what we'll talk about in just a minute here. But I was at a water cooler speaking to my friends, and one looked up at me and said, "Oh, yeah, happy Ash Wednesday." Show producer, is that a right thing to say? I mean, do we say happy Ash Wednesday? Holy Ash Wednesday? Yeah. You gotta enunciate when you say that. Holy Ash Wednesday, right? So I've been called lots of things at work. That's what worries me, right? So, all right. So, anyways, they're the Happy Ash Wednesday. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, hey, did you know my priest does special requests? And producer, this is what I was asking for. I was asking for a big old palm print right there on the forehead, like that real rugged Lord of the Rings kind of view, right? And I don't think Father takes requests. The guy at the water cooler said, why don't you get the Braveheart? Why don't you get the swipe down the face if you're going to do it? I'm like, that's an excellent idea. I love that as well. All right. So Ash Wednesday to me is definitely about community and taking my friends. Show producer, what do you like about Ash Wednesday?
I think it's changing up your routine, giving up something you're so used to doing every single day. It reminds me every day, oh wait, that's what I gave up for Lent. You cannot forget it until Easter time. So I think it's doing something different every
Great
day.
point, great point. So, Jay, I found your channel. I don't know how to get here. I don't want to click off because this is such a train wreck. Thank you. But I hope you come back because they are going to be exciting. But if you don't know what Ash Wednesday is, let's take a look. And this is a segment that I like to call, hey, you, AI? I don't know, it's a working title, but I'm going to go to AI and say, facets or aspects of my faith I'm going to put in there, see what AI says. Producer, we've got a lot of friends in the clergy, and I love spending time with them. I hope one of these days somebody will call in. Why am I doing this? Call in and talk the show. But I would love to talk with our clergy and see, is AI close? Is AI wrong? What are we doing? We're going to embrace the new technology here on CTPtvorg. All right, Ash Wednesday is a significant day in the Christian liturgical calendar. It's a time for remittance and reflection. Ash Wednesday serves as a call to repentance and self-examination. I believe that's what you were talking about. Ashes are a powerful symbol of mortality, penance, and humility. Ashes are typically made from palm branches used from the previous year's Palm Sunday service. It also marks the beginning of Lent. It marks the start of a period where Jesus went 40 days of fasting in the wilderness desert. We'll let that one slide, AI, but we're watching you. During that time, Christians often engaged in fasting and in prayer. And then it's also the part I like, the community and the worship. It brings together the community. It's a communal aspect that reinforces that journey. So I love that. And I think it's really accessible. So, but one of the other things that I love about Ash Wednesday is the readings, is the homily that the Father gives. And this is where it really gets to Jay, right? Because here I am, I'm happy with my friends, we've got ashes, I'm walking to the water cooler, I'm like, okay, somebody's gonna notice, okay, happy Ash Wednesday. But then I am always reminded about the reading from Matthew 6, and it is a great, it puts me back in my place. It roots me really quickly, right? Matthew 5 there. Okay, so concerning prayer. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and in the street corners. They may be seen by men. Truly I say to you that they have their reward. But when you pray, go into your room, shut the door, and pray to the Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees you in secret will reward you. So I'm walking around with my ashes. Hey, Ash Wednesday. Then it hits me. I'm like, no, look away. I run back to my desk. All right. And praying, do not heap empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think they will be heard for their many words. Do not be like them, for Father knows what you need before you ask him. And then pray like this, and then we get the beautiful Our Father. So show producer, if you could take a note, because this is one that comes up a lot. Do not pray with empty phrases, right? So I have friends of all denominations, of all faiths, and I love it, and I love spending time. But that is one they come back to me about, especially as I'm praying the rosary. They cite passages like this. So I think we need to do a show. We need to do a show on this. So. I'd love to get one of our clergy to talk about it as well. All right, enough about that because I'm running out of time and I don't want to have to do a whole lot of penance. So, show producer, what we had hoped to do, we live in, cut to me. We're not even free advertising. If you want, call me Adobe, right? But so show producer and I, we spent hours actually going through Facebook calendars. Yeah, thanks for leaving me hanging, guys. No Facebook calendars, and I was looking for a parish close by that was going to be burning the old Palm Sundays to make ashes, and I found several parishes that still do it, but they were a few hours away. And as much as I love you, chat, you've got to let us know if you want us to go do that. We'd like to do IRL streaming. We like to be out and about, so you've got to let us know if that's something you would like to see. While you're there, go ahead and comment what you like to see about Ash Wednesday too. What makes Ash Wednesday to you? So anyways, I found through research, because that's what I do, is that a lot of parishes source their ashes. So there's somebody out there preparing palms and rendering them into ashes for the church's use. We actually had, I believe this is what our parish did last year, right? I remember gathering around outside.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it just to receive palms, or did we? I can't remember for sure, but I do love this kind of aspect of it, going back to that community feel where they are actually preparing their own ashes here at that parish. I love to do how it's made. Part of my background is in engineering, and I love process and orientation and machines and mechanical things. And so I would love to find one for you and go chat. Maybe next year. That's on our bucket list. So very interesting. Also, what's very interesting, so show producer, I know that you are in kind of the jewelry industry and such. And I know that there are a number of different types of well, let's just talk about diamonds in specific. So what are some of those that you've seen?
So there's actually some lab-grown diamonds that have been very popular right now. And I don't know if you know this, but you can actually use the ashes of your beloved ones and make a diamond out of them using their ashes.
I've been a chemist, research and analytical chemist. So kind of what we're seeing here, I did this for many different reasons, but I don't think it was ever for ashes to make, so cats, pets?
Yeah, pets. You can use hair sometimes, you can use a bunch of different stuff, but mainly ashes.
Okay. I love this kind of thing. I think this is super cool. I don't know that that's a calling for me. So yeah. I mean, ashes, right? So even lab grown, it takes tremendous. I mean, this is one of God's beauties, right? Is that in the depths of the earth, right, where we think it's just not very appealing, there's gold, there's precious gems, there's diamonds and stuff. Something that we like to collect around CTPtvorg is what are the you got me for Christmas
the geodes.
Geodes, right, with crystals inside and stuff like that. Fascinating what can be found in the earth and stuff. And so so this is maybe another show note because this is lab-grown diamond from somebody for somebody, right? So, what I was thinking is that it takes tremendous heat and pressure to kind of do that, and it takes centuries, thousands of years, the heat and the pressure, which kind of used to, maybe not that much, but to produce that. So the fact that we can kind of grow a diamond is definitely very interesting and stuff as well. So, all right, well, I am over. You guys weren't giving me any thumbs up. You were doing that on purpose. Does that mean I still owe remittance?
Yes, okay. That does.
All right, well, that will be a coming episode, folks. But I hope you enjoyed our brief. Like I said, we have a number of different formats to go through. We're going to do a little bit longer one around Lent. We're going to do maybe another brief. We'll see how it works out around March Madness. I think we've got a very interesting spin on that. Mm-hmm. Was that a clue? Yes, Jay, it was a clue. Check back to see what we're talking about there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to thank you once again for coming in this evening and being part of Ash Wednesday celebration with us. And I hope to see you soon. Have a great and wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much.